Hello everyone, myself Parneet Kaur Sandhu, lecturer in chemistry from Meritorious School, Patiala. I welcome you all in today's chemistry class. Today's our topic of discussion is preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. So first is haloalkanes and haloarenes. As in case of haloalkanes, this halo word is derived from the halogen and alkanes means that is the aliphatic hydrocarbons. So haloalkanes are the halogen derivatives of the alkanes, or you can say aliphatic hydrocarbons. For example, chloromethane, dichloromethane and so on. So next is the haloarenes. Again, halo word is derived from the halogens and arenes stands for the aromatic hydrocarbons. So halogen derivatives of the aromatic hydrocarbons are called haloarenes. For example, fluorobenzene, chlorobenzene, bromobenzene and iodobenzene. And these haloarenes are also known as the aryl halides. So next is their preparation. There are 4 different types of preparation methods of haloalkanes and haloarenes, which include their preparation from first is alcohols, second is hydrocarbons, third is halogen exchange reaction, and last is from silver salt of fatty acids. So first is preparation of haloalkanes from alcohols. It is the most convenient method of preparation of haloalkanes, and in this method the hydroxyl group of an alcohol, that is the OH group, is replaced by halogen on reaction with suitable reagents which give the corresponding alkyl halide. And the suitable reagents which help in the reaction are first is concentrated halogen acids and second is phosphorus halides, that is phosphorus pentahalide or phosphorus trihalides, and last is thionyl chloride. So first is by the action of concentrated halogen acids. In this method, the alcohol, this one, reacts with the halogen acid, that is the HX, in the presence of a particular catalyst and form haloalkanes as the major product, whereas the water is obtained as a byproduct. For example, preparation of chloroalkanes. Primary and secondary alcohols react with hydrochloric acid gas in the presence of catalyst like anhydrous zinc chloride to form haloalkanes as the major product, and this whole process is known as the Groves process. Example of Groves process, first is the ethanol, that is the primary alcohol. It reacts with the hydrochloric acid gas in the presence of catalyst, that is the anhydrous zinc chloride, and leading to the formation of chloroethane as a major product, along with the formation of a water as a byproduct. Similarly, this secondary alcohol, that is the propane 2-ol, again reacts with the HCl in the form of the gas, again in the presence of the catalyst, that is the anhydrous zinc chloride, and leading to the formation of the 2-chloropropane as a major product. Again, in this case also water is obtained as a byproduct. But there is a one exceptional case, that is the tertiary alcohols, which do not require any kind of the catalyst, as they are more reactive than the primary and the secondary alcohol and reacts readily by the concentrated HCl. For example, this tertiary alcohol, that is the tertiary butyl alcohol, reacts with the HCl in the absence of the catalyst and leading to the formation of this tertiary butyl chloride as a major product. Step next is the preparation of bromoalkanes. Bromoalkanes are prepared by reacting hydrogen bromide with the alcohols. That is, this is the alcohol which reacts with sodium bromide in the presence of a sulfuric acid and leading to the formation of this bromoalkane as a major product, whereas sodium, hydrogen sulfate and water is obtained as a byproduct. But we have earlier discussed that bromoalkanes are prepared by reacting hydrogen bromide with the alcohols. But in this reaction, we are showing that this alcohol reacts with the sodium bromide in the presence of sulfuric acid. Actually, the alcohol reacts with this hydrogen bromide, but this hydrogen bromide is prepared in situ in the reaction by the action of this सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड ऑन दी सोडियम ब्रोमाइड. कि जो हमारा दिस हाइड्रोजन ब्रोमाइड है वो रिएक्शन में अपने आप बनता है. कैसे बनता है? बाय द एक्शन ऑफ दिस सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड ऑन द सोडियम ब्रोमाइड एंड विच फर्दर रिएक्ट्स विद द अल्कोहल टू फॉर्म द ब्रोमो एल्केन्स. फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इथेनॉल reacts with the hydrogen bromide which is formed in situ in the reaction by the action of this sulfuric acid on the sodium bromide, and due to this alcohol get converted into the bromoethane along with the formation of the sodium bisulfate and water as a byproduct. Clear? So next is the next preparatory method, that is by the action of phosphorus halides, either phosphorus pentahalide or phosphorus trihalide. In this reaction, the phosphorus halides interchange the functional group of alcohols, that is the hydroxyl group, with the corresponding halides to form haloalkanes in excellent yields, say around 85 to 90%. For example, this ethanol reacts with the phosphorus pentachloride and leading to the formation of this chloroethane as a major product, whereas this phosphorus oxychloride and this hydrogen chloride is obtained as a byproduct. Similarly, this phosphorus trichloride also reacts with the ethanol to form the chloroethane as a major product along with the formation of this phosphorus acid as a minor product. Similarly, the bromoalkanes and iodoalkanes are also prepared by the same way, but in this case we cannot use phosphorus tribromide or phosphorus triiodide as these are not stable compounds. So these are generally prepared in situ by the action of phosphorus, that is this, on bromine or iodine. कि ये जो phosphorus है ये क्या करेगा? ब्रोमीन और आयोडीन के साथ रिएक्ट करेगा एंड लीडिंग टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ दिस फॉस्फोरस ट्राइब्रोमाइड और फॉस्फोरस ट्राइआयोडाइड. बट दीज आर प्रिपेयर्ड इन सिटू इन द रिएक्शन. ये अपने आप ही रिएक्शन में बनते हैं. क्लियर? एंड आफ्टर दिस these react with the alcohol to give the corresponding haloalkane. For example, the ethanol reacts with the phosphorus tribromide or phosphorus triiodide to form the respective products, that is the bromoethane or iodoethane as a major product along with the formation of phosphorus acid. So next is that is the by the action of thionyl chloride. Chloroalkanes are prepared by refluxing alcohols with thionyl chloride in the presence of pyridine. Actually, the refluxing is the process of heating a liquid in a flask with a condenser so that the vapors are condensed back into the flask. कि जो वेपर्स है वो दोबारा से किसमें डिपॉजिट हो रहे हैं? फ्लास्क में. क्लियर? फॉर एग्जांपल, दिस इथेनॉल इज रिफ्लक्स विद द thionyl chloride in the presence of the pyridine and it leads to the formation of this chloroethane. ethane as a major product, whereas sulfur dioxide and hydrogen chloride acid are obtained as a byproduct. Actually, this method for the preparation of chloroalkanes is usually preferred as compared to the other methods because both the byproducts which are formed in this reaction are gases and escape out, leaving behind the pure product, that is the chloroalkane. So this is a summary by which the alcohol gets converted into the haloalkanes by the action of the suitable reagents, that is the halogen acids, phosphorus, halides, or last is the thionyl chloride. So next preparation is from hydrocarbons, that is from alkenes. That is by the addition of halogen acids. So in the case of the symmetrical alkenes, that is the ethene, which reacts with the hydrogen chloride and leading to the formation of this chloroethane as a major product. In case of the symmetrical alkenes, the addition of halogen acids is very easy. But in case of unsymmetrical alkenes, that is this propene, when it reacts with the hydrogen bromide in the absence of catalyst, then it always leads to the formation of 2-bromopropane as major product. Whereas in the presence of peroxide, that is a catalyst, then 1-bromopropane is obtained as a major product. This is because of that when this hydrogen bromide is added to this unsymmetrical alkene, that is the propene, then it always follows Markovnikov's rule, which states that the acid hydrogen gets attached to the carbon with more hydrogen substituents and the halide group gets attached to the carbon with more alkyl substituents. That is कि जो हमारा ये जो negative part of the addendum है, addendum means adding molecule, it gets attached to the carbon of the double bond which is having the more alkyl substituent. That is this. This is 1, here 2. But in case of this carbon, there is only one alkyl substituent. So that's why bromide ion gets attached to this carbon, and due to this 2-bromopropane is obtained as a major product. But in the presence of peroxide, Markovnikov's rule is not followed. Here, anti-Markovnikov's rule is followed, which is opposite to that of the Markovnikov's rule, which states that the bromide ion attaches itself to the less substituted carbon, that is the carbon carrying more hydrogen atoms of the double bond or the triple bond. That is कि peroxide की presence में क्या होगा, जो negative part होगा वो हमेशा कहाँ पे add होगा, to the carbon of the double bond which is having the more number of the hydrogen. So that's why in this case 1-bromopropane is obtained as a major product. So next is, that is by the addition of halogens. Bromine reacts with an alkene in the presence of carbon tetrachloride to form vicinal dibromide. For example, this propene reacts with the bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride and leading to the formation of this vicinal dibromide. And during this reaction, the reddish orange color of the bromine gets discharged due to the formation of this vicinal dibromide. So that's why this reaction is used as a common test to determine the presence of the double bond or an alkene compound. So next preparation is, that is the from alkanes by the free radical halogenation. Halogenation of alkanes with chlorine or bromine in the presence of heat or light usually give a complex mixture of mono, di and polyhaloalkanes. For example, the chlorination of methane leading to the formation of the four products, that is the chloromethane, dichloromethane, trichloromethane and tetrachloromethane. Similarly, when butane reacts with chlorine in the presence of light, then it leading to the formation of two products, that is the 2-chlorobutane and 1-chlorobutane. That is, again in this case we are getting the mixture of products. Next is, that is, fluoroalkanes are not prepared by direct fluorination of hydrocarbons, as the reaction of hydrocarbons with pure fluorine gas is very explosive in nature. This is because of the low bond dissociation energy of fluorine molecule. So, it is prepared by heating suitable chloro or bromoalkane with inorganic fluorides such as silver fluoride. For example, this bromomethane is heated with the silver fluoride and leading to the formation of this fluoromethane as a major product. This reaction is known as Schwarz reaction. So next is, that is, by halogen exchange, iodoalkanes are generally prepared by this method, which are prepared by heating alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide with sodium iodide in presence of acetone. That is this RX, either alkyl chloride or alkyl bromide, which is heated with the sodium iodide in the presence of the acetone, and this iodide ion replaces this halide ion and to form iodoalkane as a major product. And this reaction is known as the Finn-Kilston reaction. So last is, that is, from the silver salt of fatty acids. Bromoalkanes are prepared by refluxing the silver salt of a fatty acid with bromine in carbon tetrachloride. That is, this silver salt of this fatty acid reacts with the bromine in the presence of the carbon tetrachloride and forms bromoalkane as a major product. And this reaction is known as the Borodin-Hunziker reaction. Similarly, chloroalkanes are also prepared by this method, but in that case we have to use chlorine instead of this bromine, but in that case the yield is very poor. So chloroalkanes are not generally prepared by this method. But if we use iodine instead of the bromine, then the silver salt give esters, not the alkyl iodide. For example, when silver acetate reacts with the iodine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, then it gets converted to the ester, that is the methyl acetate, as a major product. And this reaction is known as the Beerbohm-Simnoni reaction. So with this, the preparation of haloalkanes is complete. So next preparation is, that is, the preparation of haloarenes. So first is from aromatic hydrocarbons, that is by direct halogenation. Under this, first is nuclear halogenation. This method can be used to prepare aryl chlorides and aryl bromides, which involves treatment of arene with chlorine or bromine in the absence of sunlight and in the presence of catalysts such as anhydrous, aluminium halide and ferrous halide. They are also known as halogen carriers at low temperature. Why they are known as halogen carriers? As their function is to carry the halogen to the arene. So that's why they are known as the halogen carriers. For example, chlorobenzene is prepared by the direct addition of the chlorine to the benzene in the presence of the Lewis acid catalyst like anhydrous aluminium chloride or the ferrous chloride. Similarly, bromobenzene is also prepared by this way, but instead of using the chlorine, we have to use bromine in this case. Clear? So next is, if toluene is used instead of the benzene, then a mixture of ortho and para-chlorotoluene is obtained, since this methyl group in the toluene is ortho and the para directing. So that's why we are obtaining the mixture of ortho and para products. And they can be easily separated from each other as there is a large difference in their boiling point. the direct iodination of aromatic hydrocarbons is not useful, as this reaction becomes reversible because hydrogen iodide produced during this reaction is a very good reducing agent, and it converts aryl iodide back to the aromatic hydrocarbon. So to avoid this, we require a strong oxidizing agent such as concentrated nitric acid or iodic acid for the oxidation of the hydrogen iodide and converting it back to the iodine, so that the reaction proceeds in the forward direction and to form the iodobenzene. Now next is side chain halogenation, that is the benzylic halogenation, which is the most convenient method for the preparation of side chain substituted aryl halides by the direct halogenation of suitable arene. For example, when chlorine vapors are passed over boiling toluene at the temperature range of 383 Kelvin in the presence of sunlight, then it leading to the formation of benzyl chloride as a major product. And it is clear from this that one of the hydrogen from this methyl group is replaced by the chlorine. And if we pass the chlorine vapors for a longer period, then does not stop there, and all the three hydrogens in the methyl group can in turn be replaced by the chlorine atoms. So first is this benzyl chloride further reacts with the chlorine, leading to the formation of this benzyl dichloride, which further reacts with the chlorine and leading to the formation of this benzyl trichloride. Clear? So next preparation is from diazonium salts. Under this, first is Sandmeyer's reaction, which is a two-step method that includes first is diazonium salt formation and second is its reaction with cuprous halide. So first is diazonium salt formation. The primary aromatic amine reacts with sodium nitrite in the presence of cold mineral acid to form the diazonium salt. That is, this aniline reacts with the sodium nitrite in the presence of the dilute HCl and leading to the formation of this benzene. This group is diazonium, that is the benzene diazonium chloride. Actually, this aniline reacts with this nitrous acid, which is prepared within the reaction by reacting sodium nitrite and HCl in the temperature range of 273 to 278 Kelvin. Clear? So after this benzene diazonium chloride further reacts with the cuprous halide, that is the cuprous chloride, which is dissolved in the HCl, or cuprous bromide, which is dissolved in the HBr, that is the hydrogen bromide, and leading to the formation of respective products, that is the chlorobenzene or bromobenzene as a major products, whereas nitrogen and hydrogen chloride is obtained as a byproduct. So next is the preparation of fluorobenzene. Fluorobenzene is prepared by treating this aniline with the fluoroboric acid, which leading to the formation of this benzene diazonium tetrafluoroborate, which upon heating produces fluorobenzene as a major product, and this reaction is known as Bals-Schmemann reaction. And this is a summary by which benzene diazonium chloride reacts with the various types of the reagents and leading to the formation of the different kinds of the product. Say, in first is the reacts with the cuprous halide, that is the cuprous chloride in the presence of HCl, leading to the formation of chlorobenzene, which represents the Sandmeyer reaction. This iodobenzene can also be prepared by heating this benzene diazonium chloride with the aqueous potassium iodide, and similarly it reacts with the, that is the fluoroboric acid, leading to the formation of this fluorobenzene as a major. So next is the Gettermann reaction. Haloarenes can also be prepared by the reaction of benzene diazonium chloride with copper powder in the presence of corresponding halogen acid, and this reaction is termed as Getterman reaction. That is, this benzene diazonium chloride reacts with copper powder in the presence of hydrogen chloride and leading to the formation of chlorobenzene as a major product, whereas nitrogen is obtained as a byproduct. Similarly, it reacts with the copper powder in the presence of hydrogen bromide and forms bromobenzene as a major product. So next preparation method is from silver salt of aromatic acids. Like alkyl bromides, aryl bromides can also be prepared by refluxing the silver salt of aromatic acids with bromine in carbon tetrachloride. कि जैसे alkyl bromide prepare करते हैं, in the similar way we can also prepare the aryl bromide. But the difference is, in that case we have to use the silver salt of aliphatic acid, but in case of aryl bromides we use the silver salt of aromatic acids. For example, the silver salt of benzoic acid is refluxed with bromine in the presence of the carbon tetrachloride and which forms bromobenzene as a major product. So with this, our today's topic is complete. Now it's the time of recapitulation. In our today's lecture, we have discussed the various methods of preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes from the various kinds of the substrate. That is from the alcohols by the action of halogen acids, phosphorus halides and thionyl chloride. And we have also discussed their preparation from the hydrocarbons, that is the alkenes and the alkanes by the free radical halogenation. We have also discussed their preparation from the halogen exchange reaction and the silver salts of fatty acids. Besides this, we have also discussed the preparation of haloarenes from the diazonium salts by the Getterman reaction and Sandmeyer reaction. Clear? Thank you.